All right, sixth graders, example 5. Yes, there are more than 4 examples here. This is kind of a tutorial on how to do the story problem type ones with a picture, and we got to figure stuff out, put stuff together. So this says the width of a rectangular room is 80% of its length. What is the area of the room? So not only do we have to find the width, right? We have to find the area. And in order to find the area, we need to find the width and multiply it times the length. So a lot of steps here. So what do we know? We know that we need to find 80%. Width is 80% of the length. Okay, so we need to find 80% of 15. And we do that by multiplying 15 times 80%. And we need to change 80% into a fraction, which would be 80 over 100, and you keep reducing it, and you end up with 4 over 5. So we're going to take 4 over 5 times 15, okay? So you can divide out a 5, and you end up with 12. So the width is 12. Now, we need to find the area, so we're going to multiply 12 times 15, and you end up with 180. So the area of the room is 180 square feet. So make sure you answer the question that they're asking. It's not asking what is the width. First, you have to find the width, and then the area is what they want to know. Okay, so multiple steps and multiple layers here. So it says the length of a garden is 225% of its width. If the width of a garden is 4 meters, what is the area of the garden? Okay, so you're going to multiply again. Now we have 225 over 100. You can reduce that. Let's see how they do it.
The length of a garden is 225% of its width. If the width of the garden is 4 meters, what is the area of the garden? The question is asking us to find the area, which is length times width. First, let's draw a model.
Models are great.
We will label our model with the length and the width. We know that our width is equal to 4 meters. In order to find the area, we must first find the length. We know that the length is equal to 225% of the width. We also know that the width is 4 meters. So to find the length, we will find 225% of 4. Notice that 225% is greater than 100%. This means that the length will be greater than the width. So our final answer for the length should be greater than 4. First, we will need to convert 225% to a fraction. To do this, we will write 225 over 100. But this fraction is not simplified. We will need to divide the numerator and denominator by a common factor. This factor is 25. So 225 divided by 25 is equal to 9. 100 divided by 25 equals 4. 225% is equivalent to 9/4. To find the length, we will multiply 9/4 times 4. To multiply a fraction by a whole number, we multiply the numerator 9 times the whole number 4 and write this product over the denominator of the fraction, which is 4. We can further simplify this by canceling out a factor of 4 in the numerator and denominator. Now the numerator is 9 times 1 and the denominator is 1. So the length is equal to 9 meters. But
She did a good
remember,
job
the question
explaining
is
that.
asking us to find the area. We know that area is equal to length times width. We found the length to be 9 meters and the width is 4. So the area of our garden is 36 meters squared.
There you have it. She did a good job explaining that. So step 1, first we need to find 225% of 4, turn it into a fraction, reduce it, then multiply. Okay? And then find the area. So lots of layers to these. So let's try this one and we'll do it together. I'll walk you through it. So it says the width of a rectangular stage is 55% of its length. The stage is 120 feet long. What is the area? So I need to take 55 over 100 times 120. So then I have to reduce it, and you end up with, I think, 5. So 11 over 20 would be 55%. I have 11 over 20 times 120 feet. So once you multiply that, you end up with the answer to the length, and then you multiply the length times the width, and you end up with 7920. So we can work on that one in class, but remember, you turn this into a fraction, 55 over 100, reduce it to make it a little easier, then multiply that times 120. Then you have the width, and you multiply the width times 120, and you end up with 7920. Okay? Keep up the good work. You guys are doing awesome, and if you need to pause the videos, make sure you do, and write down any questions that you have, that you can bring them to class. All right? See you later.